Elliott Erwitt is a French and American photographer that is most well known for his humorous and ironic images that speak to the absurdity that can be found in a commonplace. He oftentimes uses natural light and unobtrusive techniques to allow him to capture candid moments that reveal the essence of his subjects. He is most known for his black and white images, however, he does have a significant amount of color images as well. A quote that Elliott often says was that photography is an art of observation. It's about finding something interesting in an ordinary place. I find that little of it has to do with the things you see and everything to do with the way you see them. I can definitely see this in his art. He sees life in a different way than most people do and expresses it with a knack of irony and humor. His images are most commonly presented in magazines. Erwitt's art has a profound impact on society by teaching photographers not to take things too seriously. He also served as an advocate for the preservation of copyright and intellectual property of photographers worldwide. His photographs fall under the theoretical evaluation because they allow the reader to think about what is happening in the moment, since most of his images are candid and make their own ideas. Much of Elliott's work was done in black and white. He had a high contrast with very light whites and very dark blacks. His photographs were extremely clear and not fuzzy or blurry. I love this photograph because it shows the size of the dog compared to the shoes, as well as the blurred background making the dog the main focus in the photograph. It also shows the dog in his little sweater and his tongue out, which is very funny and silly. Much of his work is always humorous, and I think that this image really captures that. This photograph is another clear example of Elliott's high contrast within his photos. You can really see the dog's white fur compared to the black of its mouth, eyes, and nose, as well as the background. It is also a very silly picture and makes someone laugh. I love the perspective of this image being head-on, with the dog standing just as tall as the people around it. It's very humorous and seems as if the dog fits in with the humans standing next to it. Perspective makes the dog look almost human-like, and if you were a watcher quickly passing by, you might accidentally assume it was one. This image has a similar view as the last one, where it makes the dog have a human-like appearance with it in the driver's seat as if it was driving the car. I love the head-on format that this image provides because it makes it look like you're looking directly at the driver of the car. Another humorous aspect of this image is the way the dog is looking at the cameraman as if it is embarrassed that it is getting its photo taken. In contrast to putting those dogs in human situations, this is putting a dog's face on a human's body and making it seem as though that dog is the human's face. It's very funny, and it's such an interesting take on the world and dogs and humans' interactions. I chose Elliott for this project because I really enjoy his humorous nature, and it's really similar to how I would enjoy taking photographs.